Welcome to Breslov Insights. We're reading Rebbe Nachman's advice. We're on Money and Livelihood, 21. The main reason for economic hardships which have hit the Jewish people in recent generations is that many of the shochatim, the ritual slaughterers, have not been worthy. The blessing which worthy shochet makes at the time of slaughtering is a powerful influence on the livelihood of the whole Jewish people. The blessing elevates the living soul, which was incarnated in the animal. But there are shochtim who fail to concentrate properly on the meaning of the blessing and harbor improper thoughts. A shochet like this, standing with a knife raised ready to slaughter the animal, is no better than a murderer. What pain this living soul experiences at this moment! She cries with a bitter wail, because the blessing of this shochet will do nothing to elevate her from her incarnation. On the contrary, she will be cast down even lower than before, and she will have no rest for the sole of her foot. Woe to such a shochet! Woe to the soul that has been killed and given over to the hands of her enemies. The result is that people's livelihood is hit, and the little that is available can be acquired with great toil and exertion. Shochtim like these cause the soul to be enslaved by the materialism of the body and the physical lusts, and the desires gain strength. When the shochatim are worthy of the soul is elevated, and the grossness of the body is crushed and humbled. The body is the seat of animalistic folly, darkness, and death, forgetfulness, harsh justice, and alien ideologies. In their place, the soul and form are elevated. These are the roots of all that is truly noble in man, understanding, light, life, memory, loving kindness. In short, the wisdom of Torah. Through them, the world is blessed with abundance and prosperity. 22. A person should always feel contented with what he has. He should take no more from the world than is absolutely essential. He should not live in luxury, like so many people do today. Because of our many sins, people who lack this sense of contentment are referred to as saying that the belly of the wicked shall want. Because they are always in need of something, a man should be content with what Hashem has given him. And even out of this minimal, he should still contribute a portion to charity. This brings about great unification in the worlds above, and the world is blessed with abundance. 23. The effect of trade and commerce is to cause all kinds of good and materials to move around from one seat of hands to the next. All the complex movements backwards, forwards, and forwards depend entirely on the sparks of holiness within the objects themselves. There are times when a certain object has to pass from one person's hands to another's, and then return to the hands of the first. The determining factor is the divine sparks within the objects and their relation with the divine soul and the spirit of the individuals concerned. 24. Craving for money puts power into the hands of the forces of wickedness. The domain of Haman, Amalek, who constantly hurries the side of holiness, the vital source of which lies in the wisdom of Torah. In direct opposition to this, the forces of wickedness constantly hunger after money, swallowing the sparks of holiness hidden within the money and rooted in the supernal colors. The more a person breaks his lust for money and draws closer to the wisdom of Torah, the more he releases the holy sparks from the forces of wickedness. The power to achieve this is drawn from the tzaddikim, who are truly devoted to Torah. They have the power to humble the forces of wickedness and release all the trapped sparks and make them Torah. Thanks, and we'll continue tomorrow.